All right, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all on Wednesday evening? Made it to Williams Wednesday, and we're actually going to do Williams Wednesday on Wednesday. I know, it's a mind-blowing concept. I get it. It's just, wrap your head around it. But that's what we're going to do today. So, anywho, just ran down to Whataburger. Got me a burger because I didn't feel like cooking tonight. I don't know if you have Whataburger where you are, but if you do, take advantage of it. I would say that. It's definitely some good stuff. So anyway, the Texas thing, although a majority of the company is not owned by Texans anymore, I think they left the Whataburger headquarters in Texas so they can still say, hey, we're Texas, even though not like it used to be. So you Texas folks battle that out. Remember the first time I had Whataburger? Wasn't impressed with it. Really wasn't. We were out working cotton harvest, and that's what they brought to the field to eat for supper one evening, and for some reason it just wasn't very good. I don't even remember. I just remember I didn't like it. But anyhow, so we're going to use the old modern Williams today in the old Heart mug. Last time I checked, you could still get these. I love these. It's not wood, just kind of looks like wood. It's got the brush rest on it and everything. I've always loved this mug. It was a gift. It was gifted. It did to me. So anyway, we're just shaving a regular day's growth today because we're working every day this week. The new schedule the new long week is actually a long week. And then we'll have 3 days off unless we get called in, which is a definite possibility these days. Got some little bit of unrest with some stuff at, work and stuff, just stuff that normally happens. So there's a good chance of getting called in. And if anybody there watches these videos, I know that a few people appreciate all y'all are doing to help things roll on through. All right, so the razor today is something that I don't break out very often. I probably should break it out more, and I definitely should wash this box. But anyway, it's a Schick, but it's not your normal Schick. It's the band razor. And I've used it before. I actually have somewhere. I bought a brand new replacement head, so I'll be able to use it every once in a while for a while. And it's continuous band. I think Gillette called theirs the Techmatic, if I remember correctly. Never shaved with one of those. I do like this Schick. But you got this lever on the bottom, and you move the lever, and it advances the band to the next section. So when the section that you're shaving on gets dull, you advance it to the next section. I have no idea how much is left on this one. How many have been used? I think there's actually a little counter on the side here, and but I don't know. No, if there was a counter, it's all the way at the end because it's not showing anything right now. But anyway, Schick Band razor is what it says. This head is removable, and you pop a new head in. It's got the new band on it. Didn't catch on apparently, but I always get what I think is a good shave out of it, so we're going to give it another try. It may or may not. If it don't, we'll do something different, but it should. Alrighty, and then to finish things up today, a little lime sick. This is not one that I wear a whole lot, but it's like it says, lime. Citrusy, limey. And anyway, so I broke out the old JR 176 here, and what he did, I've shown this brush before, but not everybody sees every video, right? So JR made a handle. He turned the handle and put a Omega brush head on it. Now sometimes he just takes the knot out, and then he'll mill the whole thing and put the knot in like that. But this one, he just milled the wooden handle and put the head from the Omega brush right there on it. So you got that big old Omega bore, which is a very good knot. I've got more than one of them. And very good bore knot. The Omega bores are really good in my book. But anyway, that's what we're using today. We're going to get us a little paste going. And in case you hadn't heard me describe this method recently, what we're doing is starting with a damp brush, not real wet, just damp. And what you want to do is build a paste on your brush. And you're going to take that paste on the brush, and you're going to face lather the way God intended. Y'all might not know that. Most of the pictures, you know, with Jesus and God show the beards and everything. That's just after they've been in deer camp a while, apparently. But anyway, so we're going to face ladder the way you're supposed to. And then we're going to roll right along. So anyway, we're going to get something that looks a little bit like that. Doesn't take a whole lot of water. There's no need to bloom anything. Again, you want to bloom something, go plant you a garden. There's no need to bloom soaps. But anyway, this is the, well, I guess all of it, they quit making Williams, so, but this is the more modern Williams. This is not the vintage Williams, which eventually this will be vintage too, right? But it's just a regular old stuff. I've found that using this band razor and stuff, you don't want a really, really thick lather anyway. So I'm not going to build up, you know, there's never really any need for, you know, buttercream. You're not icing a cake. Get us some paintbrush strokes in there. The Omega does really good with the paintbrush strokes. And Williams, especially more modern Williams, really like some of those paintbrush strokes to get things on. Just about like that. Let's see what our old razor does here. Now, I hadn't used this thing in a while. And it feels like, let's see if we can run the blade forward a little bit. Hopefully I don't run out of blade, because like I said, I don't know how many is left on this thing. And let's see what we can do here. Let's see what that did, if we did any good. Oh yeah. There we go. Got a fresh blade on. And that's how you do it. All you got to do is move your little lever there. And it puts you a fresh blade in and you're ready to roll. Now it is a little bit different feeling from, you know, let's say like the Schick E's. I love the Schick E's and G's. All the Schick razors are good, but it is a little bit different from that. But this is where I say a razor to razor, to blade to blade. Because even though it is different, your technique will adjust for it. And it's really no different than using any other razor. That's what I mean when I say a blade to blade, razor to razor. Now, it does not have very much, in my opinion, it does not have a lot of blade gap. So it's a fairly mild filling razor. But again, it's a Schick, does a good job. If I used it more, I wouldn't have to, you know, be fiddling with the angle as often. But like I said, that's where you get technique. That's why you need to learn technique. If you're new getting into this, my advice is not to listen to the people that holler to get a blade sampler and go and try this blade and go and try that blade and go change this and go change, and you need to do this and you need to pick you out a blade, pick you out a razor, get you a soap, and shave and learn your technique. That is vital. Just like driving, learning the techniques and the skills necessary are vital. Because once you know that, you can adjust for whatever you're driving. Whether it's a little car or a truck or a box bed or a, you know, 18-wheeler or a bus or whatever. Once you learn techniques, it's all just adjusting your technique for what you're doing. So, yeah, kind of avoid that. I use the analogy, so if you're just learning to drive, that's like saying you're just learning to drive and you need to go try a bunch of different tires to find your favorite tire when you have no idea what a good tire is. To me, that's all the same type stuff. If you're going and playing golf and you're learning golf, you're not going to go and switch up a bunch of clubs and stuff, are you? I don't think so. You're going to learn how to swing a golf club. Because if your swing's not any good, no matter how expensive your clubs are, still ain't going to be good for you. That's the word according to Fuzzy. Got this nice slick layer of Williams on. Oh, this razor loves it. My face loves it too, by the way. Everything's gliding real nice. Alright, let's get rinsed off and have a look here before we get our witch hazel out. And do our final run. By golly. But we're doing this without coffee, as you'll notice. That's simply because I didn't make a cup of coffee before I came in. And normally very few of my videos will I not have coffee. But I just came in from, like I said, Whataburger, decided it was time to shave, and got a belly full of burger and soda, so I didn't make any coffee. I'm sure it'll be okay. Alright, so here's what we came up with after our 2 passes. Everything nice and cleaned up. I can feel there's some little rougher areas to clean up, a little sandpaper, but they're in the normal range. That's why we use the witch hazel. Oh, that's a nice shave. There's nothing unusual about the little sandpaper replaces, I feel. Fuzzy doesn't go against the grain to try to clean all that up. I think you risk irritation too much. There's no need in it. You spend all that extra time and all, and a couple of hours later, it's going to be right back to sandpaper. There's some people say that they can take the extra time and it pays off for them because they stay well shaved longer. Maybe. I don't think so, but that's okay. Here we go. All right. All the normal suspects there on the cleanup pass. A little swish there in the bowl, and look at there. We're done. There you have it. Schick Band razor shave. I've never shaved with the Gillette Techmatic, which is the Gillette Band razor. I hear they do a good job too. I just don't have one, never shaved with one. Well, there you go. Williams Wendy with something a little bit different. Something really familiar. The Williams. A beautiful hand-turned brush handle there by J.R. I think he's still making brushes. I'm not 100% sure. But if you get a chance to get a J.R. brush, jump on it, folks. Just jump on it. All right, look at that. We're all cleaned up, ready for another night at work. We're going to splash a little bit of the lime sec on, even though we're going to take a shower here for long, and we'll just have to put it back on after the shower. We're still going to lay a little bit of it on there. There we go. That's what a well-shaved, happy fuzzy looks like. There we go. All right, well, look, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go get ready for work, do that thing that I do. You can go do that thing that you do. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.